have, it's called a Dongdongju, but it's not really Dongdongju. And we should take a moment to explain. All over Korea, you go to these minsokju, these traditional pubs, and they'll say they have makgeolli and Dongdongju, and you'll get the drink, and it looks exactly the same, and you'll wonder, what's going on here? And it's because, for the most part, what you get served now that's called Dongdongju is actually makgeolli. Dongdongju is, if you have a makgeolli, it's going to separate out. And that clear part that's called jongju usually, or like the filtered part of a sake, that's actually the Dongdongju. But there's this confusion that's gone on, and now a lot of Dongdongjus and makgeollis, they use the term interchangeably, but they're all, properly speaking, makgeollis. So this one here, and then this one is from Daegu. This is a makgeolli, a sal makgeolli, a rice makgeolli from Daegu, and it's very representative of the sort of makgeollis you get in and around the Daegu area, which is very central in Korea. And if you taste it, it's got a nice ivory color, a very, very sour nose. You sniff that and you get a sour flavor right off the bat. It's very sparkly. Not so much from carbonation, but it has that tingle on your tongue. It just sort of tiptoes across your tongue. It's very sour. It's a very prominent sour taste, only a little bit of sweetness to round it out. So it's not a big, full-bodied, sweet, fruity makgeolli. This one is on the sour side, it's on the more restrained side. It's a very restrained makgeolli. It's a little bit on the elegant side. If you think the women in Daegu are supposed to be the most refined and elegant and beautiful, and I guess this is sort of a very feminine Daegu-style drink. Except it's also a little sour. She might be a bit of a princess type, wants you to have a lot of money. But it's a fun makgeolli to drink. This, the one that's called Dongdongju, but that's actually makgeolli, another one made from rice. And you drink this one. This also has that little tingle on your tongue. And it's also sour, but it's not as rounded in taste, and it's not as full. This one, it falls a little flat on your tongue after you drink it. But it's a little bit more refreshing than a lot of makgeollis. Once again, you can sort of taste the aspartame and the sweetness very upfront, but when that dissipates, you're left with that nice, refreshing sourness. But it's a little bit more pedestrian. It's maybe, you know, your standard woman from, I don't know, you know, Daejeon or someplace. Whereas here you've got the princessy Daegu type. It's a little bit more sour, it's a little bit more bitter. You're gonna have to work a little harder to appreciate this one right off the bat than this one. But both would be excellent. You have them really chilled on a summer day, it would just be perfect. But she's a little bit more high maintenance, but a little bit more